We are live. All right. Hello, everyone. We're both like wiggling our hands. First, I like to wait for chat to let me know if you can see me and hear me. Um, and Sketches is here with me.
Welcome. Hey, everyone.
So you'll have to let us know if we need to adjust our mics because we're not the greatest at technology, but we're trying. So if one of us needs to be louder or whatever, just let us know. And I think. Oh, yes. Okay. Everyone can see us, I
Okay.
think.
And everyone,
Hello, everyone. Oh, it's so good to see you all.
thank you all so much for joining. It's like nice, familiar names.
Yes. They can hear and see. That's great. Sounds good? Okay. I will try not to like be too loud into my mic because it's quite close to me, but
Mine is miles away, so I'm surprised people can hear me actually.
that's good then. A little louder. I can I can turn up my own mic gain if I need to turn mine up. Just let me know. A great way to spend a cold and frosty Saturday. Yes. Is it frosty down by you, Sketches?
Not super frosty, but it's cold.
Yeah.
So cold.
It's frosty and cold up here. Can Sketches be turned up a little? Let
Like
me.
really close to me now. Is that better, Tammy?
Yeah, she moved her mic closer now, so hopefully that's better.
I predict votes. Wow, understandably.
um,
Um.
so I made a command for you.
Oh,
Who? Who is it? So I put your link that you use for all your stuff. So if anyone wants to go check out Sketches, click that link and it'll just take you to all the things.
oh my gosh, you're so organized. Thank you.
And
Because I'm a mod, so I can help with.
yeah,
It's
it
very.
helps. Yeah. So we each have our own screen going here, obviously. So I'm on the left, Sketches is on the right, and we are we painting the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I put this is the reference up on the screen, and it's a little reference for you guys, but it's a waterfall. So today we're doing a waterfall. I actually have three versions of this photo, so I don't know which one exactly you're painting, Sketches, but we're painting the same waterfall.
Yeah, I'm painting the one you have up. It took me a while to realize they were the same waterfall because I was like, oh, I like this one. Oh, but I like this one. Oh, but I like that. So I like the reference you've got up the most.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the horizontal one, but I think this one's fun because there's a lot more like you can have more fun with the waterfall falling down the rocks with this one.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're both obviously getting our stuff set up. It's a teeny tiny reference. Depending on how I set up, I just didn't want to block our paintings, so I might be able to find a better spot for the reference. But for now, that's what it is. You'll just have to like picture a really tall waterfall meandering down the rocks.
I'm just moving my camera to the side.
Actually, on my Patreon this month, we're doing winter waterfalls as our theme, so that's going to be fun. This is a really good way for me to get into it.
We are doing tiny gouache landscapes. Oh, small
Oh, fun.
gouache landscapes. So it's actually worked out perfectly. That's why I had like the little coaster. Uh-oh. I can see that I'm a little behind, so
Um,
I can't see. Hold on. I thought I moved it to a perfect position, but I hadn't. So
oh,
excuse me as I move.
well, I can adjust my screen too if you need me to. I'm going to maybe use a bigger brush for this one to start out at least. And I know someone's going to ask this, so I'm using. Well, actually, I think we'll talk about supplies once we get started because I don't know. I didn't make like a typed out list, but I did ask Sketches what her supplies were.
You have
But you can like verify once you start painting. You just ordered the brush set, now you want the travel set. So the travel set is coming out tomorrow, which is very exciting. So many messages about that over the last few months, and it's finally happening. Oh, so this is what my palette looks like after 20 days of daily painting, where this was like really pretty fresh when I started, and now they're not horribly cross contaminated, but a couple of them are a little bit drier because I keep this open while I paint and I pull the colors from it. Um, and basically, I just need to kind of give them a refresh at some point. So I'll just spritz them, stir them up. Hopefully, they won't be too chunky.
They look lovely though, because
Yeah, they're not bad.
by contrast, these are what like my palettes look. That's probably my neatest palette, and this is my
Oh
current
yeah.
palette.
Well, my little ones that I use for plein air also look like that. They just I don't ever clean those ones.
No, neither do
I
I.
just keep going. Um, it's interesting though to have these colors in here because I can now tell which ones withstand air exposure to air longer than others.
Mhm.
So like yeah, the Viridian is still pretty much liquid. Prussian blue is liquid. The browns are actually liquid, which was shocking.
Oh,
The
that's surprising.
yellow ochres, yeah, I was like, those will be the first to dry out, but they weren't. The pinks are fine. It's actually the red and the orangey yellow and the ultramarine, which are the hardest. So that was really surprising.
Do you think it's like color specific or just as in like,
Um,
do you think
I
it,
don't know, because they're all kind of the same amount in there. They didn't like put too much or too little of each one, but and I mean I barely used the red, like maybe a teeny tiny touch of it once the whole time. So maybe that's why I didn't really like, get water in it or do anything with it. But I used this quite a bit and it still dried a little bit more. So I don't know. I'll just have to give them a refresh and kind of see how long they last in here.
for me, it's my cobalt turquoise light that like never dries, and my Prussian blue that is the bane of my existence because
Oh,
of color, but it just cracks.
oh no. Which brand is it?
So I love the Winsor and Newton one.
Okay.
Just got the Daniel Smith one to see if that's a bit better. The color's a bit different, but
Okay.
it doesn't dry out quite as much as the Winsor and Newton one. And I'm thinking I got in Danthrone Blue as well by Daniel Smith. So I thought
Yeah.
quite the same, but at least it's a nice dark deep blue that may hopefully take its place and not crumble on me all the time.
Yeah. Hey Heiko, gonna be lurking around, okay? Sarah's tomorrow's stream is so early. I know. It's because we want to launch the brushes during like daylight hours, and part of the Craftomo team is in like a totally different time zone, so we want to all be there live. But we have more packs of the brushes this time, so hopefully they won't sell out like instantly. And you guys, whoever wakes up later, still has a chance. But yeah, these are going to be launching tomorrow, and I'll do a separate stream. I have a scheduled live stream for that tomorrow at 3 p.m. GMT, or no, 3:30, and then we launch them at 4 p.m. Um,
That'll
so
be around.
sketches. First, now that we're kind of making, we know the stream's working.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself in case someone here doesn't know you? Someone on my channel?
That's a good point. So hey, Sarah's
Yeah.
been super organized and put both my name and my picture on my side. I am a doctor and a mixed media artist based in the UK. I go by Sketches and Scrubs online. Um, I love painting with gouache, in particular landscapes, but I also really love painting with watercolor and just a range of different medias. And I'm really glad to be here. Sarah's awesome. That's pretty much all there is to say about me, I think.
There's more, but yeah.
um,
um, and did you mention like what kind of art do you primarily love doing?
oh, that's a good question. I'm going through a boat phase where, for reasons unknown, well, I know the reasons, but I've just been loving painting watercolor boats at the moment. But
Yeah.
usually I like doing, oddly enough, it's my other sketchbook. So this is like my boats basically that I've been doing. But
They're
usually
so cool.
I love doing landscapes and florals. Although I must admit, it's been a hot minute since I've done florals. I think like I don't know, maybe even a year. Like it's pretty much been watercolor all this time. But I guess I like colorful, playful, joyful art, and I also do um like just getting it up. So I do like some urban sketching as well, and this is gouache again, gouache, watercolor. Um, so I guess ultimately I'm just a sucker for any and all painting, but primarily landscapes, I'd say, are my favorite.
Yeah.
Now I assume like this is one of the landscapes that I
Oh,
love.
I love that one.
Thanks.
I
Actually,
want to dive right into that water. Even though it's probably, although, was it cold or warm?
very good question. Well, with this one, I think I even did it during a live stream. If not a live
Oh,
stream.
fun.
Oh yeah, that's I guess the one thing I didn't mention. I have a YouTube channel, but I feel like
Yeah, so yeah, did we not mention that? Sketches has a YouTube channel, and you should definitely go watch the live streams and just all the fun adventure videos like car camping and painting, which is becoming more and more popular.
yeah. I mean, I absolutely
It's a smart way to do it, I think, because you travel so far and painting is exhausting and you don't want to like drive a lot after that. You just want to crash into your well, not really crash, but face plant into your sleeping bag in the car and then wake up the next day and go again.
exactly, and I was able to do that. Now, I assume everyone knows you because it's your channel, but I don't know if you want to do an intro for yourself in case there are like extra people that come from my channel or just in general. Um,
Nah.
like, you're
No, I'm kidding. I am a Sarah in the magical land of Scotland, and I paint landscapes. And I have cats, and we are moving this month, so my life is kind of crazy right now. Uh, Actually, I just realized I haven't told my YouTube channel that. I told my Patreons and lots of, you know, personal channel outlets and stuff, but we bought a house and we're moving, so it's insane over here on my part of the world.
it's so exciting though.
But yeah, I will definitely be taking you guys along when I set up my new studio and all of the future adventures there. Yes, we will actually. We'll our officially like move in. We can't be here anymore is the 26th, but we're going to be done moving by the 23rd. So we will be in the new place by the holiday.
Mm, it's a beautiful way to start the new year.
Allison, you're going back to Spain in January? Oh, that's going to be amazing in January. Wow.
And I see Sharma, Kay, and Anne. Anne's just break into her gouache, so that's nice. This is well timed for her. There's quite a few people that wanted to try gouache and paint with gouache, but were kind of like
Yeah.
nervous and apprehensive about it. That was why I started doing it as a theme on my membership this month.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just
It is a really weird medium,
mm,
especially at first.
yeah,
But it has so many fun attributes. You can embrace the quirks.
definitely.
Oh, we're moving to like near Inverness, so not like horribly far away, but more in the Highlands, which is even better. It's like, yeah, I'll definitely share more about it in like a future video. But now you know why I'm in the coming weeks, I guess, I'm going to be a little bit scattered, a little bit chaotic.
It's understandable. I personally hate moving, but if it was moving into a house that I own, so I know that at least it's like a
It's the last time.
yeah, it's the last time.
Yeah, we keep telling ourselves, even if it's not really the last time, we're like, it's the last time ever.
Could
I
definitely get that.
can't. I'm so happy. Um, but yeah, the timing not great.
I was looking for my Indanthrone blue, but I haven't actually got it to hand, so I'll use the
Um,
fresh Russian instead.
oh, and I was sorry. Speaking of Prussian blue earlier, the Shinhan I have in this palette is perfectly fine still. So, uh, if you want to give that one a try, you might
Is it a
like it. What?
is it a Prussian blue?
Yeah, the Prussian blue is
Yeah,
what I was. Um, I guess it's really cheap in the UK, so it's maybe worth a try.
definitely. I have a set, but I didn't think. I don't know if my set has a Prussian blue inside it. I'm just gonna bring it out and see. Uh, no, I have ultramarine in here. Okay, fine. I can just buy it open stock and try it. The search for a nice Prussian blue continues. Um,
I'm just flinging paint around while we chat, and it's gonna be one of those things where we get like most of the way through the stream, and I suddenly become aware of what I've done, and I'm like, whoa, how did that happen?
for me, it's like, oh, I should probably start instead of like um, messing around.
I like the yeah, I like how when we are chatting live on stream, um, I don't pay attention as much to what I'm doing, and I surprise myself
I literally do the same. I
because
would
I'm like listening to you and I'm looking at chat. It's funny.
I always say that the thing with live streams is that the outcome and of both the painting and the stream is going to be a surprise for us all. Like just because I'm doing the live doesn't mean I know what's about to happen or what art I'm going to create or what it's going to look like. And I think that's what I like about lives, to be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely good conversation, even if the art doesn't turn out amazing.
That's pretty much my sketch done. I don't even have my glasses to say. I just feel like it looks so blurry, but maybe it's just in my head.
It's slightly blurry, maybe.
Okay. I've like tried to improve it so it looks okay on my side, but fingers crossed. Sharmak says that she's still going through the tutorials in the subscription boxes and has lots of gouache.
Lots of gouache to use. Speaking of supplies, what are you using today?
Question. I am so I am using a mixture of my gouache, so some Winsor & Newton gouache and some Daniel Smith gouache. Um, and sometimes I'll also have like Holbein. I also have Shinhan. But I guess the ones I use most are Winsor & Newton and Daniel Smith. And then in terms of like paper, any cold press watercolor paper will work for me. At the moment, I'm using the um, Etcher Everyday Sketchbook. That's cold press and B5. That's like my go-to sketchbook. Um, but quite often I'll also use just like cellulose paper. Uh,
Hmm.
and yeah, I did like a double blind study to like have them labeled on the back and painting with them loads and loads and loads. And then after days, looked at which one I liked most. And I couldn't really tell the difference between 100% cotton and cellulose with gouache. So
Okay.
I used the cheaper one for me.
Yeah, I've just noticed that too over time. Like, I can use my cheaper paper for gouache without issues.
Yeah. it's so forgiving in that way. So um and then what else? Like brushes, I'm using like this is Jackson's brush, but I also have like Dana Rowney and Pro Art. Um I just like stiff acrylic-esque types of brushes. So I
Hmm.
get I have more control. And palette wise, I'm using like this palette paper that's almost like greaseproof paper for kitchens, or I got it from a kid's craft store.
Mm.
Um, or sometimes I
Sometimes those are the best.
yeah, it's like £3, and if you buy it from the proper art store, it's like 10. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. And I think that's pretty much like I have paper towels. I did my sketch in pencil, but very, very roughly, just so that I know where the horizon line is. Um, and I think that's pretty much it for supplies. What about you?
I'm using my Hanamula, which is probably not how you pronounce it, sketchbook. It's the bigger square one, and it is 100% cotton, but it's like a little bit thinner than what I'm used to, but it works great for gouache. I use it for watercolor and gouache all the time. And my gouache is in here. It's my little 12 color palette, which has the silicone lid so it can seal airtight. Although I don't think it's like perfectly airtight. It's fine enough though, because I just keep it on my desk. And this is all Shinhan gouache, just because it's the stuff I have the most of. And these are like my most used colors, I would say, at least right now. Plus, I have a fresh tube of white at all times. And for brushes, I'm like the opposite of you sketches. I like really long, soft hairs. So I'm using my own brushes. Plus, I also have a set by Maddie, um, who did a recent collaboration with Craft Almo too. This is the mop one in that set, which I love. And I have a couple of my travel ones that are coming out tomorrow because I've just been playing with them a lot lately. Those are good for like, I'll be switching those to when I do the smaller stuff. And my little tray, my mixing tray, which you can't really see, I've been using a lot lately. This is just the insert tray for my Yugo pochade box, and it is just the perfect size next to my painting on my desk because my desk is small. And I can put it away inside my Stay Wet palette. Um,
So you're
so
using like a watercolor mop brush with gouache?
yeah, I use for my first layer. A lot of times it's very diluted, so I use it pretty much just like watercolor, and then kind of build up the texture and the thickness from there.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I use
This
it.
is the little tiny Stay Wet palette I'm using right now. It's the smallest one by Redgrass, and I love it because it's like it comes with a sponge and paper and all that. But right now, I've just been popping my little tray in there, and then I close it, and then I can open it tomorrow, and all my paint is still fresh. So it's been helping a lot during this. I just finished a 20-day painting challenge, so I'm using a lot of mixes from like previous days.
I saw that. It looked like such a fun challenge. And I love the fact that you just like have your, photos printed out. Because I feel like sometimes when I have references online, I then just end up getting distracted or thinking about the million and one things that I need to do, and then I don't actually paint.
Yeah. Oh, my brother just texted me. The video is very choppy.
Oh,
Thanks. Yeah, I know it's because my internet's horrible. um, at least audio is fine. Just pretend you're watching like a time lapse of someone painting. I'm my internet is just so terrible, and actually it's worse at the new place. But we are gonna get Starlink because it's the only option we really have there. So it's actually gonna be really nice, even though it's more expensive. Like I can justify it with my business, so we're finally gonna have good internet in the middle of nowhere. Go figure.
um,
Um,
I,
I will. Let's see. If you go to my Discord, I will share the reference in the art share channel.
Yeah, and I've made a post on mine for like my members to with the reference photo as well.
Oh god, I'm gonna kill my internet by uploading this to the uh
I wonder, my thing is, I think it's mine that's choppy.
no, I'm sure it's mine.
Because when I'm
I'm
watching
sure
mine
because
very much
my
looks like a speed lap, speed time lapse.
I mean, for me personally, I've watched so many live streams and Twitch streams that have been choppy that it doesn't bother me anymore. But if you're not used to it, I can see why it'd be a bit weird.
Fine.
But sorry, everyone. It just is what it is with bad internet.
I have no Wi-Fi, so I'm using my phone.
Oh, I see your hotspot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, I think I use more than 250 gig of data a month. Like,
Wow.
it's wild. Um,
Do you get, is it like part of a plan at least?
yeah, I had to get a plan because otherwise it was just stopping, lives and whatever. So, um, that's why I got 250 because I thought there was no way I'd be able to max that out.
Wow.
Apparently, I was wrong.
I have no idea how much I use, but definitely not that much.
No, it's the live streams, I think, and the like YouTube
Yeah.
uploads of the data.
Hey, troop.
Sorry, I'm missing the chat.
I'm
Um,
trying to catch up, yeah. If you
um,
see if you see me not painting, it's because I'm reading chat or listening to you.
Anne is sharing what she's loving, and she's loving using her acrylic flat palette, a Winsor & Newton gouache, tan hot pressed paper in a watercolor sketchbook, and a set of Sarah's brushes. Can't wait to buy the travel set. I know you're doing it at a good time.
I know, but the good thing is that like when most of my audience wakes up in the US, they'll already be live so they can hopefully jump on there. But yeah, I think we have more this time, so it should be okay. Otherwise, it'll be like set an alarm and then go back to sleep.
Yeah, but
Well, not you. I think you said you're working, right?
no, no, for me, I'll be there. It'll be,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. I was doing night shifts
oh my
the day.
gosh. Oh, actually, someone earlier in chat asked, how do you balance being a doctor and art and probably streaming and YouTube and all the things?
It's funny 'cause people ask me that all the time, and I feel like
Yeah.
it gives the impression that I have it all together, and that could not be further from the truth.
Yeah, that's how it usually is for us. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
We
no,
just figure it out as we go.
exactly that. I'm just like, oh, hope for the best and keep it going. So no, I'm not very yeah,
But you are making it work, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just sometimes wish that I could do more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With everything. So I've
I
always,
think, yeah.
I want to do more and I want to do better, and I have all these ideas, and you know,
Yeah.
to do everything. I guess is the
Winter is supposed to be the time where I catch up and I re energize and I plan ahead and I do projects I've been putting off and now I'm moving. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't do any of the things I wanted." But it's good. It's fine. I'm not going to complain because it's actually a good thing.
yeah.
I
It's
just have to reprioritize, I guess.
yeah. It's fun.
So,
I also always think that yeah, in winter I will catch up and I will be super organized and blah blah blah. But I have realized that I hate winter and I I will not I the the summer version of me that is making plans for winter me does not remember what winter me is like and just wants to like sleep and
yeah.
stay indoors.
Everyone's like, "Oh, winter's so cozy and beautiful and you can rest. And it's like, no, winter sucks.
Yeah.
In Scotland, in the UK, winter sucks. Except for those few days where it's like flaky snow falling and maybe you're out on a walk and it's beautiful. But
Yeah. So
guys, we don't see the sun for like 6 months.
honestly, honestly, there was a time I was coming back from work and I took a picture of the street light because I was like, that's the closest thing I've come to seeing sun in all week.
Oh my gosh.
That's the
Oh no.
lights actually, because I see sunlight when I'm coming home.
Mm.
Just sleep
And
through
then you have to go to sleep.
it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But at least I saw it.
Yeah.
So I haven't been that productive, but I think that's why, in a way, like I guess it leans back to balancing. One of the
Ooh. Ooh.
oh,
Sorry. I just splashed some Viridian straight into that rock.
oh, happy
Okay.
accident. Wow.
Well, we'll see. It may dilute itself, and actually, it's kind of cool. It's spreading. It was just shocking. That's all. Sorry. Let's see if I can show that on camera. It's not gonna like let me zoom in. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Um, I was just having a look. Part of me is trying to not look at yours so that I can, you know, so that I don't inadvertently and
Don't influence yourself,
yeah, all of a
because I
sudden.
am an influencer.
You know what? Someone said that to me the other day, and I was like shocked and appalled. And I was like, oh wait, so you're an influencer? I was like, what? No. They're like, don't you have a YouTube channel?
I never know what to call myself. I usually just say artist,
Yeah.
and then if they want more, I'm like, well, I also do YouTube, and then if they want more, I'm like, I actually don't have anything else. That's me. I have cats.
I normally, for years I didn't even say I was an artist. I just said I made art and let them interpret. And then it'd be like, oh, so like an artist. I'm like, yeah, kind of.
I think there's I don't know what it is about calling yourself an artist. Some people feel like they can't because they don't do it full time
Mm,
or they're not good enough. And I just say go for it. If you paint or if you make anything, I feel like
an artist.
you can be an artist in your own way. If you're defining, you can say full time, you can say part time if you want to, but I don't think it's like. I think if you're talking to someone and you say you're an artist, it just is a fun conversation because
Yeah.
they'll probably be curious. But then again, I've been told in my comments that you're not an artist unless you make a full time living from selling physical artwork. So clearly, I'm not an artist. So what do I know?
No, well, I asked someone asked me like, what art school did I go to art school and am I being represented by a gallery? And if not, am I an artist? I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I was too busy in med school to
Yeah.
as well. Like, what do you want me to say? But for the most part, like you said, people are just interested and curious and really lovely. If anyone has any questions, just ask, just put question
Yes.
caps at the beginning. And if you've,
Or tag our name or something.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you've asked
Um,
already, feel free to
because
ask.
we get kind of sucked into conversation or painting and then we might miss something.
Mm, yeah, definitely, miss. Enjoy the
And
process.
Troop says, really enjoying seeing the different approaches. Love your underpainting sketches. Oh, I just looked at yours is so colorful. Look how muddy mine is compared to yours.
Oh, yours
That's
is
so fun.
yours is big,
I'm
beautiful. Like,
having fun with my granulation at the moment.
yeah,
I forgot this paper really shows off the granulation, so I'm like, ooh, look at it.
and I'm
I'll have to
impressed.
zoom in. Huh?
I'm impressed you're getting like granulation with the gouache.
Yeah, you this maybe it's just the colors I'm using because there are a lot of browns and the ultramarine. They're naturally granulating, but it's very much showing on this in the washes.
It looks
Maybe I'll balance out the Viridian and splash it on the other side. Just a little bit.
balance it out.
Because it's actually diluting quite nicely.
Yeah. It was a happy accident after all. Hey, Catherine, welcome. Don't worry, we've pretty much just got started-ish, although time flies when you're having fun. So I don't know if we've been doing it for 20 minutes or an hour.
It's been an hour. No, I'm kidding.
No.
It's been two. It does go fast though.
Yeah.
Um, so I wanted to ask you, so the year's over, pretty much over. I won't say it's fully over, but what art supply did you discover this year or that you love? Or was there an art supply you started the year with that you have like completely forgotten or stopped using for some reason? Like, I don't know. I'm curious how you've transitioned over the year,
Yeah.
supplies wise.
That's a really good question. I would say that I usually bounce back and forth between gouache and watercolor all the time, as I do.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that towards the end of last year, I was doing a lot more gouache and a lot more like mixed media. So although I'd kind of like use watercolor a little bit, I wasn't using it in its like own painting, like in full, if that makes sense. I was just kind
Mm-hmm.
of using it to complement everything. And this year, I did a lot more of painting with just watercolor, and I loved it. I was just like,
Mm,
oh my gosh, I forgot how much, because I started off with watercolor, and I was like, oh, I'd forgotten how much I loved just painting with watercolor, and I just
that's awesome.
yeah, a lot of people keep teasing me about the quote unquote boat phase that I went through because I was just boats all the time. But in part of that, it was like, yes, boats. But the other part of it was just actually using watercolor um, on it, like on its own
Yeah.
as a standalone medium, which I hadn't done in quite a while. So that was like my happy discovery. What about you?
Um, I think I fell in love with fountain pens this year, or re fell in love with them. I guess like I got a few new ones. I played around with a lot more inks this year, and even though like I've really heavily fluctuate between watercolor with ink or without, and with gouache, so I've been using gouache more and more for sure. But I have just like a super deep passion for watercolor and the spontaneity of it and the flow of it, and I love it how it looks with ink. So I had times this year where I just all I wanted to use was that, and then other times where I just wanted to use gouache. It's like I'm all or nothing or something. I don't know why. um, but yeah, it's just I think for travel especially, watercolor and ink is so fun, so easy and freeing. So I liked it a lot when I was traveling this year. Um, and then when I'm home, I get like way stuck into gouache. So I don't know what supply I started the year with that I've abandoned.
Mm.
Probably just sketchbooks because I have so many going at once now. Oh, it's awful.
And
It's not awful because they inspire me in different ways. Like I'll pick one up for one reason or some, do something for a little while in one and then change it out. But I
how
feel guilty.
how many sketchbooks do you think you have going at the moment?
Probably 9,
Oh, don't worry.
maybe 13.
I'm sure I
Because
have.
I have like 4 little ones I just opened this last few months. The little mini etchers,
Yeah.
um, for no reason except they were cute. But yeah, I know I'm not the only one. I see this a lot on online. So,
I'm not the only one. In the words of Sam Smith.
oh, I saw you just recently did was it a stream along or a paint along or something with, um, was it Thomas Shepard?
Oh no, it wasn't quite with him. It was he did a Zoom session that was open.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. And I
I
um
thought the result was really cool.
thank you. Honestly, I went to Tom's art retreat earlier this year, in part, that's how I think I just um oh, I was texting you when I was there. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just love his art and his teaching. And he was doing a Zoom session, so I went to it. Like I'd forgotten about it, but then randomly remembered it right beforehand. And usually when people are like painting birds and stuff, animals, I'm not that into it, so I don't normally like go or try. I just, you know, take a peek and then leave. Um, but anyway, I randomly decided to paint along, and it was actually really cool. I was like, oh, maybe I dismissed animals too soon.
They're definitely their own challenge, just like portraits and stuff. Sorry, someone's asking how, or no, should you get Winsor or Newton or Daniel Smith? Are you talking about watercolor or gouache?
Mm,
That would be good to know. Um,
that would.
and also, someone asked, how do you set up your artistic goals for the year? That's one of my questions too. I have a list of questions in my head that I wanted to talk about. Not like this is an interview, but I just thought of all these things before we met today.
Like I said, just super
Um,
organized. It's like we're yin and yang.
am I the only one who just isn't into sketchbooks?
No, I don't think so. There's plenty of people
Yes.
who aren't. No, I'm
Yes.
sure there's plenty of people who don't like sketchbook.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And I went
Um,
through a year, I think, where I wasn't that into sketchbooks, and I was just painting on loose sheets. But at the end of the year, I had so many loose sheets that only lasted a year, basically.
yeah. I like sketchbooks for travel for sure. And just kind of doing fun stuff like this cuz the second I open a sketchbook, it's like my mind allows me to do anything I want, like just be totally messy and free with it. Whereas if I have a like nice big clean sheet of paper, I'm like, "Whoa, okay, I have to do something good." Or I feel like I'm wasting it, or I don't know. It's really bad mindset to be in.
I know the feeling. For me, that I had that feeling even with sketchbooks for the longest time. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you have to actively work against that thought.
You really do. You really do. So what are your artistic goals? Have you set them yet, or?
Oh, Jan was asking what if you should get Winsor Newton or Daniel Smith watercolors. Yeah, Daniel Smith is definitely my choice of those two.
Yeah, that would be my recommendation. I assume you're in where well, also where are you in the world?
True, yeah.
You in Europe
They're
or
probably more affordable in the US,
yeah, they're definitely
but to me the quality is definitely worth it.
yeah.
So, if you can save up a little and get a set of Daniel Smith, it's definitely worth it. Um, yeah, projects, plans, goals, all of that stuff is fun to talk about too.
Yeah.
So, and it is kind of getting up on the new year, which is a time when a lot of us are, kind of setting goals and thinking about the next
Next steps.
chapter. But all I'm thinking about is my house and moving in. I like really want to plan more and think about more, but it is just nonstop with moving.
And there'll be
So
time for everything else afterwards once you're a bit more settled, you know.
yeah, I really want to. I know I can't do it right away, but I'm gonna make my studio like custom and awesome, and I'll like record as much as I can and share that process separately. But I'm gonna try to be like forgive myself for not doing it right away and not. I want to use the space even though it's not done yet. Like I need to remind myself like it doesn't have to be perfect or done to be able to be functional. So I shouldn't put off like just working in there anyway. But remember how I said I'm like all or nothing kind of person? It's like my problem. So I have to like really work on that.
No, but it's going to be so exciting and so awesome because it's yours. You can do what you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna make one giant wall, probably of just plywood, so I can hang giant canvases on it and get really messy and splash paint around and not care at all what happens. That's been a dream of mine for so long.
It's like the simple pleasures, no? Like
Yeah.
being able to.
And we refinished the wood floors, but not to the extent where it's like immaculate. And that means I can get paint on the floor and then just resand it in the future, and it doesn't matter. I probably will put like a drop cloth down, but still, like it's stuff like that is
Yeah.
so freeing. And I miss working big so much, so I'm definitely going to be getting back into that.
How
So
big?
that's definitely a goal, I should say, is work bigger, get back into my canvases.
How big we talking?
I have several blank 4 foot by 2 foot canvases in my shed right now, and lots of other sizes down from there. But I'd like to work even bigger than that. We'll
Awesome.
see. It's hard to scale up though, so it's going to be some adjustment, some time of adjustment for that. Have you ever tried working big?
Not that big. I think the biggest I've gone, because like I can't imagine going that big with gouache. For one, that would cost a bomb. But um,
Yes.
I've done. I think the biggest I've done was watercolor and maybe like A3 size, and even that I was like, this is massive. uh,
Yeah.
I would love to try bigger. It like I've just bought a watercolor block that's half sheet size, half imperial size.
Ooh, that'll
So
be cool.
yeah, I'm hoping that should be one of my goals. Actually, use it. Who knows? Even finish it. There's only 20 sheets, but I just have to
Yeah.
make sure that I'm not reserving any like special project and just actually use it.
I'm definitely using this like watercolor. I think because I've been using gouache for 20 days straight, and even though this is gouache, I'm like really wanting to just play in a watercolor mindset.
Yeah, because when I look at it, it looks like watercolor. It looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
it basically I'm just diluting it. So
I honestly don't know um what I'm doing or where it's going.
it's okay.
I have
Ooh, I
never
really
painted
like those
like
darks you added.
this. Thanks.
Those shadows on the rocks. Those are fun.
Thank you. I've never painted like this before, so I really don't know where it's going.
Ooh,
Or
I
what's
love that. I love that we're getting to see this side of you.
we'll see what it looks like at the end.
Yeah, that's the fun part about sketchbooks is like, do a bunch of different versions of the same thing and see what happens and just explore for a while.
Exactly.
I'm I like trying different like graphic elements, like maybe more patterns or stuff I don't usually do.
I'm just trying.
Just see.
I love yours looks so nice. And I feel like your values are very clear, whereas I don't think my values are clear yet.
Hmm.
So we'll see if
Well,
it is.
now that you're adding the darks they are, I think that's really helping everything pop,
Come
helping define it.
It feels like have you heard of like the stage in the painting where you have to kill your darlings?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like I'm doing because I'm like, oh, but
That's
it's so nice. But
yes,
it's like
that happens so often. It's hard.
for the sake of the painting, you must go.
Yeah. Uh, I find using a big brush is helpful for that. Like if you start with a bigger brush and force yourself to use it for as long as possible,
Yeah.
you don't quite get down into the details till later, so it doesn't feel as hard to like kill your darlings if you want to put it that way. Like you have less darlings to kill because you've been just focusing on big shapes and
Whole time, which is
yeah.
because I'm using like a half-inch brush, which I thought would be big enough, but evidently I should have gone bigger because yeah, I don't normally do it like patchy like this. I like it though. It,
Yeah, I like the graphic nature of it. I think I'm gonna leave mine less finished because I know usually when I stream, I like keep touching it and I just go like
keep going, keep
so
going.
far and it's like I just kill it. So I'm gonna like maybe stop and do another version of it before the end of stream because I like seeing things that are partially done later.
Yeah. Wildflower won a massive set of watercolor paper,
Oh,
which is awesome. What paper is it? I always say this to everyone. Remember that sizing goes bad, so you can't be precious about it and keep it forever. And that is speaking from personal experience.
yeah.
And Leslie's here. Hey, Leslie.
Hi,
And
Leslie.
Miranda. Oh, this is so nice.
Yay.
You have so many
I'm
friendly
glad people are here for you, from your channel too.
yeah,
I
no,
know they're also on my channel. So it's just, yeah, it's good
definitely.
when we get that cross pollination.
Um, I think if I missed a question, please let me know. Every so often, I think it's, when I'm doing a live stream and I'm on my own, I know I am always looking at the chat. But because, I'm going to blame Sarah, because I'm chatting with Sarah, to me, in my head, it's like, oh, yeah, we're talking. So, like, I'm
Yeah.
already doing that third thing. And it's like, no, I need to do a fourth thing of actually reading the chat.
Yeah, Wolfie's not here to help with that either. He's busy at the house sanding. Actually, he has to hand scrape old varnish off some of the planks because the grinder or the sander he got gets all like gummed up if he tries it. So it's kind of a nightmare right now over there.
Labor of love.
He's doing so good. Yeah, labor of love.
And Astroglio's here. Hey, Astroglio's actually during was it a live stream or something? I was doing like swatching on cellulose paper, and she like messaged me and she was like, what was that you were using? I was like, oh, just some cheap cellulose paper. She's like, okay, I'm buying you some 100% cotton watercolor paper, and you have one job, and that is to use it. And so I did, and I never went back.
That's great. I love that.
Just like you can't
Like,
do it justice. You have to,
this is your task.
yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of which, you were talking about your goals.
Ah, were we?
Yeah, you said work bigger to
Work bigger. Yeah, that's a big goal now that I'll have space. And oh, I just saw Patreon's thing about they now offer direct bank deposit or whatever it's called. So instead of using like Payoneer or some random third party thing, you can use their direct deposit and you get less fees that way. So I'm probably gonna go harder on Patreon this year because I kind of had one foot out the door for a while because I was like really annoyed at how many fees they take and I wanted to switch to my own website, which maybe I'll still do eventually, but because I'm so stressed about the move, like I'm deciding, okay, just give yourself a break, stick with Patreon for now. It's easy, everyone knows it. Like stop trying to change it. That's a big thing that's kind of a weight off my shoulders.
yeah, because you're sticking with it, and at least that decision's made for now.
Yeah, because it's so I hate changing things, but it was to the point where I just felt like I kind of had to because, like, if you really look at the if you look at the fees over a longer period of time, it's painful. It's like oh, but it is what it is. Like there aren't as many services out there that do it, and it takes a lot of work to do it yourself, which is why I put it off for so long. So I'm just gonna stick with it.
Yeah, got um I've got Patreon, but I do most of my membership on Ko-fi. Just
Yeah,
these are so much better. I remember when I was starting off, I think we'd chat about it, and you were like,
yeah.
oh, "Have you heard of Ko-fi?" And I was like, "No, but I'll go and check it out."
Yeah, it's a really nice, like, simple way to do it. It's very straightforward, and I know they kept like updating their features, which was really nice to see.
Yeah,
Um, and for how old Patreon is and how many people use it, it's like appalling how little they update it and add more features. So they finally did add some good features this year, which is nice to see. But hopefully, it just keeps going that way.
yeah, and getting better. Um, Astroglio was like she's repping the Sketches squad, but although she also watches you, I think everyone we have all my squad is our combined squad.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common. So I'm glad. So now, if anyone is here who doesn't know sketches, oh, actually, I'll put your thing in the chat again. Who?
And Leslie Strauss is so awesome. We actually went car camping together.
Yay!
in
Oh, that's another goal. Go car camping more with all my painting supplies because that is so cheap and easy and fun and yeah.
I think it's one of the best things I did this year, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
And I love that you shared so much of it. That was really fun to live vicariously through you. I loved that.
The seabed, like, oh wow, I wonder why all these gigantic rocks are so wet. I'm just gonna keep walking until I get to the sea. uh, Really a city girl. Um, yeah, I think everyone like Sonia Art has a YouTube channel, Miranda has a YouTube channel, Leslie has a YouTube channel. Um, so it's nice
Amazing. I love
community.
uh how many artists watch each other.
Yeah,
I have to admit, I only watch renovation videos these days.
understandably.
I it just to educate myself before we do something horribly wrong. Um, yeah, it's kind of taken over my whole algorithm. It's awful.
I honestly admire that you guys are gonna do that. Like I want to buy a house so badly. In theory, if I bought one that was hours away from my workplace and a doer upper, I would be able to afford it. But I just cannot like do any DIY. It's just
It's very intimidating for sure. Yeah, I have never really used power tools unsupervised. Like I did it a lot in college and around my dad growing up, but not ever on my own. So that'll be an interesting thing to get used to.
yeah, my upgrade to power tools was getting a screwdriver, like the electric screwdriver. So
Ooh, yeah.
I
Badass.
honestly, I felt so powerful at the end, so I could make the
Yeah.
face that's behind me. I was like, oh, I'm awesome. There's nothing I can't do.
Yeah. It
But
is very empowering though. It's that's cool.
it took it out of me though. Like even moving here because there's like so many stairs. Um yeah, it was a wild one. I had to get movers, and at the end, bless them, I had to move with them as well because it was just too much for all of us. For too much for two people to do, so I had to be the third.
Mm.
And at the end, like bought takeaway for us, and we just sat here and ate like total strangers. But you know, like when you get so tired, it's
Yeah.
been through like a a trauma bond, like such a
Trauma
tiring
bonding.
experience that you've now like bonded over it. So we had a nice dinner. I need a job in the coast. I know.
Sasquatch that is totally gonna be Wolfie, not me. I'm afraid.
No, a circular saw would be super intense.
Yeah, we
If you get all that, you'd be able to do all your stuff. Like if you wanted to do framing
well,
or
that's what I told Wolfie. I was like, how about if, because we have a big shed, we can, with all the woodworking supplies and everything, is like, once we're a little bit a ways into our renovation, like, you can practice your skills with framing and frame my bigger canvases that I'll be painting.
yeah,
And he's all into it, so that's cool. Don't, I don't really know what expectations I should have, but it'll be fun.
that'd be awesome.
So, what are your goals?
Um, that's so funny. So last year, so at the beginning of this year, I made no goals, and last year I made goals, and like so I seem to do like 1 year of goals, 1 year no goals, and it's usually like, oh, I set goals, I didn't do it, so I'm not setting any goals this year, and then I don't set goals and I do nothing. I'm like, oh, so I need to set goals again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm going to be doing my art retreats. I don't know if it's like it's going to happen, so I don't know if it counts as a goal, but doing it,
Yay.
having it done. It's funny because I was watching my last goals video that would have been 2 years ago, and I was saying that I really want to do an art retreat and
Oh, I'm so happy you're doing that.
happen. And now, like 2 years later, it's actually happening, which is so crazy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. And I don't know, I keep thinking I just want to paint more. Like I really just, and I don't quite know how to do it. Obviously, like the answer is simple, just paint more. But in my head, like sometimes when I have time off, I just do other stuff, like the admin,
Yeah.
replying to emails, and like I don't know how to carve out time for art anymore or
Yeah.
putting out. So I guess that would be one goal, to actually just get better at doing that and making sure I have dedicated time for me for art that isn't for anything else. It's not productive, it's not being recorded, it's not for.
Yes. That was a huge thing I did this year for myself.
Did it
It's
make a
kind
big
of life changing, actually. It is. It's like, I don't know. I grow so much when I do that.
Mm,
It is tempting though to share or feel like you should be recording because you have limited time. So you're like, oh, I should make the most of this while I'm doing this. My future self will thank me. But in reality, like you do need those quiet internal moments of problem solving and just experimentation without even like not that you judge yourself, but when you're recording, you're just like aware you're recording and that someone might see it someday, and it is a different place to be in your mind. At
yeah.
least I think so.
I think for me also, like the practicality of like setting up, like setting up a camera and making sure that my
Yeah.
hand doesn't cover the camera. So even if it's not like
Yes.
worried that someone will see it, and I instinctively have to paint differently. Otherwise my hand will just be like like this. At
Yes,
the end it will be
totally.
like, and there it is. And
Yeah.
that would be completely pointless. So I think that's what I really need to get better at doing. And I'm trying. Like I haven't made uh, a video on my YouTube for a, so I didn't make one last week. The last one I made was 2 weeks ago, and that kills me on the inside. But ultimately, I knew that that I needed to do other things. I needed time for, yeah. I just knew I couldn't do it all, and I also didn't want to. I'd been feeling a little bit bored with like YouTube. Not in terms of like, it just kind of felt like everything is the same.
Mm.
Or like I've done,
Yeah.
maybe because I've made like 500 videos, or like it's either everything is the same or it's something similar has been done, or so
Yeah.
I kind of told myself that I would only make videos that I was really interested in, even if it
Mm.
meant not making a video, and even if it meant um, it would be more work. And that's why I did the like top 10 video where I went through 300 responses of what like the best watercolor is and the watercolor colors are, and like ranked them according to what
Yeah.
I've rated and stuff. Because I was like, okay, it's more work, but at least it's fun and interesting. Um,
Yeah.
and then like the artist confessions as well, that was like 100 artists sent in their secret confessions, and that was again really fun to put together, although like a lot to read and a bit different and kind of a bit random, so I didn't know if anyone would enjoy it apart from me. So I'm trying, like I'm trying to um
I like that. You're experimenting with different things.
yeah, I'm
I
hoping.
definitely find that for longevity, like you have to just do the stuff you're interested in. And I mean, it's tricky though. If you are trying to grow your channel and you're looking at stats and doing that side of it, then I guess you have to kind of go with what works. But for sanity's sake, I had to switch to just doing the stuff I found was fun,
Yeah,
because I was just like veering towards burnout otherwise.
yeah,
Especially because I added like other things to my life, like retreats and traveling, and now buying a house. So I'm really glad that, well, actually, the holidays are coming up. So I usually take a little break around the holidays anyway,
yeah.
and probably will again because we're moving. So yeah, sorry, I went off on a tangent there.
I don't know.
I switched sides of my sketchbook and I just looked down and I'm like, wait, what? What's happening?
Hey, what happened?
I'm
Oh,
gonna do a I'm gonna do a little horizontal version down here, maybe like
cool. I can see comments as well. So Leslie's goal is to work faster and more efficiently. Finally found a job, so less spare time. Um, Monks's goal, hey, hey Marlene, goal is to leave more white space. Yeah, I don't know why I lisp. Leave more
Space.
white space. um, Wildflowers sticking to a no buy. Um, Honestly, the longest I've done a no buy is 4 months, and it was great. And I definitely painted more and had an amazing time. Um, but I know I cannot do it long term. Like I know myself, and I feel like um sometimes like putting that restriction pulls my focus towards it. Do you know what I mean? Like instead of
It's like you just focus.
yeah, all I'm focusing on is like I can't buy, I can't
Yeah.
buy. So for me, it's like a little bit of a balance of the um, of the two. And that's why in February this year we did like a no buy on my membership, like a group no buy for solidarity, but we called
Yeah.
it no buy and art more. So the goal was like you focus on creating more art, and if as a result you buy something, fine, as long as you're creating art, no issue. But we were actively and consciously aware that most people were doing a no buy, and thus kind of like um because we also have a group chat called Asha, like Art Supply Hoarders Anonymous. So we were actively not posting as much on Asha so that we could all kind of try and save more basically
Yeah.
and paint more instead. So um but no, I think it's admirable, and I do think that there are benefits to doing it. I didn't
I'm
buy.
gonna put. Sorry, I'm gonna put my reference that I'm using on the left, and yours is on the right underneath your face. So sorry.
Thank you.
Continue.
I was just going to say that there's definitely benefits to doing a no buy. I think people are different. Some people, by putting that focus, it will end up detracting from your art practice. Some people, by putting that focus, it will mean that you've given yourself permission not to buy anything. You'll buy less, and naturally, you'll focus on
Yeah.
art. So it's just a question of doing whichever one is best for you, I think.
I. Yeah. I get that. I don't think I ever do a strict no buy. I just try not to buy, and I did do that during like the sales this year. I just deleted every email that came in right
Mm,
away, so I wasn't tempted. Um, but I already have so many supplies that I don't use that I just reach for them anyway.
yeah,
Oh, someone asked Holbein or M gram gouache. I like both of them. They're both great.
I haven't used them, Graham. I wouldn't- Not their watercolors and not their gouache. It's on my list of. Well, that's the thing. A part of me is like, sticking on this no buy thing, thinking thread. Part of me is like, I feel like I can't recommend things without having tried everything. Like I can't say what the best is without. But I've also come to appreciate that's not financially feasible.
Yeah,
I can't.
definitely not.
And then sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't tried M. Graham yet, and I would love to try it because people have recommended it, and then I'll be able to advise people on it. And then part of me is like, maybe I should just accept that I will never try it, and that's okay, instead of having it on my wish list to try. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe if you start to run low on any of your gouache, you could switch it up and just try it, or
Yeah,
a few tubes of it at least.
I mean, see.
Um, but don't like put a time limit on it. It
Yeah.
it's like it's always hard when you like to do reviews and you like trying different things, and like I tried it all just to see what it was all like and see if I found one that I really really loved.
Mm,
Um, and that was really a fun learning experience. But now that I found the ones I really like, I don't really use a lot of the other ones much. I will eventually use all of my gouache, but I don't have any kind of time limit on it.
that makes sense. I Yeah, we'll see. I have because I do that. So I was thinking, I always go back and forth on a no buy versus buy versus no. We joke and say no buy versus go buy. So I'm always like, oh, maybe I should do like a no buy for a year, and then I'm like, oh, I would be so miserable. Even if I tell myself I'm not doing a no buy, right, and I tell myself I can buy things, but I choose not to buy, no
Yeah,
problem. If I'm telling
yeah,
myself I can't buy, then all of a sudden it's like, oh,
yeah. Yeah, I love retail therapy, so I do it sometimes just for fun, and I'm like, but I don't go crazy with it. I just get one or two things here and there, and then I'm happy for a while, and I keep using the stuff. Um, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different unless you're doing it like overboard, then maybe a no buy is kind of necessary. Like to rein it in a little.
Mm,
Okay, let's see. New painting. I think once you get enough of the supplies you really love using,
yeah.
it's kind of good to switch into a just use it, learn it,
Yes.
just get to know it super super well. And then I think eventually sometimes things reveal themselves that you're missing, like, oh, it would be nice if I had this, like a certain shaped brush or a certain type of brush or a certain color, and then you can get it confidently.
Yeah. I kind of think that's what started happening when I was using like watercolor nonstop because even I think that's why I realized, oh, I quite like Senalier because I like layering and
Mm-hmm.
some things just come from actually painting. Shocker, who knew?
Well, I guess I'm doing a blue underpainting. Did I know that when I started moving the brush? No, but there was a load of Prussian blue in there, and now it's just happening.
Meridian and
I'll
Prussian
just
blue are out to
let
get.
I'll just dilute it again and have a nice colorful underpainting. Ooh, actually, I'll bleed it with some purple. Ooh, whoa. Sorry, sound effects. Painting sound effects.
Quite a few people are saying that they're buying your brushes first and then they're doing a no buy. So
Oh,
I'm a
yeah, I do that too. If I'm trying to be frugal, I'm like, okay, nothing after this one thing. But then you feel good because you got your thing, and then you can just like lay low for a while.
aren't tempted by anything else. That's the thing. I didn't get that much on Black Friday. I was kind of disappointed because I'd been waiting all year and kind of like showed,
Oh, really?
yeah, I was showing like restraint to be like, okay, when Black Friday comes, I'm gonna go crazy and buy loads of gouache. There wasn't really gouache on sale, so
Mm,
that's good though, I guess.
this is pooling up, so let's do a little tilting action. Let's use the mop brush.
Um, Leslie Egbert says 2025 is the year I discovered my love for Senelier. Fat Squash says, I love that the paint is dictating the painting for you, Sarah.
Oh, it always does. No, I mean I do I have control, but I like that's why I love watercolor because it knows more than me and it does things I could never dream of doing on purpose. And once it does the thing, I'm like, oh, that is amazing. I need to run with that. I need to see what happens if I continue that. And then it leads me to the most magical artistic discoveries that I then know and I can repeat in the future. But I wouldn't have known that or gotten to that point on my own.
I think that's a really good way to approach art in general, to be honest. Only happy accidents.
I want this to be like swirly and fun. I love painting moving water, but it's hard because it's like it can be stiff. It can end up looking too stiff so easily.
Mm.
So I try to like shock myself while I'm painting, like throw in a color I didn't expect to do 2 seconds ago, or like do a really quick brush stroke that is kind of crazy, and I'm like,
But
hoping for the best. But yeah, if I do something weird that I don't expect, it's usually better than if I
try to plan.
force something. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Let it sit. Ooh, I love that texture you got on the waterfall
No, thank
and
you.
that aqua.
This whole painting is interesting. I'm like, I have maybe I should make plans before painting. I keep saying that, like, oh, little thumbnail, little plan, know where I'm going. But I normally just put the brush down and see how it goes.
Yeah, I like both. I like doing more planned out studies, and I like this kind of thing where it's very spontaneous.
Mm.
I did a little bit of both this month, or this when I just finished that 20-day painting thing, and I would say like half of them were kind of more planned out, and the rest were just like winging it.
But they worked out well.
Yeah. Oh, I saw a question. Do you underpaint every time you paint? No, I don't. Just sometimes. Sometimes I'll go straight into a little bit thicker paint. Sometimes I'll dilute it and do like two washes and then build up. Yeah, it's definitely painting by painting. But if I am doing it diluted, I like to take advantage of that dilution and that spontaneity and the flow and just like let things happen and not paint over them so much. Like I want to see it later on still.
It makes sense. So that it stays. My very first washes with gouache are, it's not that I'm not trying to do an underpainting per se, but it's always like a really watery wash. And it's just so that I can experiment with color without being worried. Because like really and truly I can layer over the top. So I will
Yeah.
always kind of do that light watery layer first. But it's not like I'm blocking out the whole painting in a particular color, for example. It's just that I'm doing it bit by bit. So I'm building up
Mm-hmm.
bit by bit.
I think the beauty of gouache is that you can layer if you want, or you can just use it more diluted and flowy. And some watercolor you can kind of like layer up a little bit, but it's definitely
Not gouache.
not as forgiving, maybe, or yeah. Do you find that the more you paint, the more you want to get rid of like all the white of the paper you don't need, like as soon as possible, or are you still in the phase where you like paint maybe from top to bottom, or like certain? Do you have a strategy in that sense?
With gouache, top. I usually start with the skies just because oddly enough, I'm not that interested in the skies. So it's just like a nice way to get rid of the white and get something down.
Okay.
And then usually I start working top down. But if there's a color, for example, that like say when I started here, I was like, oh, this is going to be brown. Once I did that, I'm like, where else is going to be brown? And then I start jumping around. Uh,
Yeah,
so it's
that's a
not
good idea. Very efficient.
trying to save paint as much as I can. Every brushstroke counts. Kind of obliterating my white here, but hopefully I'll be fine. I'm going to start another one as well. You're so fast.
I'm trying to get it while it's still wet so I can get lots of bleeds, but
Mm.
this part's already dry, so I kind of lost out on that.
I was
So
asking you what brush you're using.
this is the Maddie Belwar, part of her I think it's a set of 6 or 7, but it's the mop one in that, but it's got a point, so it's kind of just like a huge round, and I love this one. When I want to be like really washy and flowy, I use this one because I have like a giant mop in my set, but it's like, look at this, it's a behemoth and it doesn't let me get a point. So I use it very differently. Someone asked, have you ever worked with casein?
No,
Nope. Nope, I haven't.
we were talking about it on my membership. I did a Zoom earlier this week because I think it's similar to egg tempura, but I've never used it. I never used either.
Yeah. No, I haven't used it. I
Um,
like I like watercolor and gouache right now. And then when I do bigger stuff like canvases, I do either acrylic or oil. And all of those things keep me very busy and entertained. So I honestly can't imagine trying to learn another medium right now.
I I feel quite intimidated by oils. I've never tried them. Um,
Oh, oh my gosh, they're so fun.
yes, that's what people say, and they kind of say that when they look at how I paint, they think I'd enjoy oil. Um, but I don't know. I've just never haven't tried it yet.
I think I don't know. It is so. It. I miss painting with a palette knife. I think that's the main
Oh,
draw for me because I do a little bit when I do acrylic, but really love the palette knife with oil. It's just so luscious and buttery and textured and wonderful. And you can get the blends, or you can wait a long time for it to dry and then get more textural dry brush on top. Like you can still do the similar techniques, but it takes longer, I guess. And but it's just fascinating the effects you can get with it.
my thing is always the like you can't use water, you have to do the spirits and blah blah blah. I just thought like, oh, by the time it doesn't seem like with watercolor, I can just get a palette and see if I like it or like the color. With
Right, yeah.
seems like a whole to do. Like I don't know if that's the
Yeah.
tried it and so many people love it. So I'm not trying to put anyone off. But that's the thing that part of me is like, oh, I wish I could try it. And the other part of me is like, but there's so much.
Yeah. It's a learning curve like anything.
Yeah.
So, as long as you're willing to just keep experimenting and trying it and using trying different techniques, you never know, you might absolutely fall in love.
Switch from gouache and watercolor to like exclusively oils. Can you imagine?
No, I mean even I like I said I go through my phases where I only use one or the other, but I always come back to them all. Like I just fluctuate between the different moods and the different quirks of each one for different reasons. They're all just too cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to give any one thing up. Life would be easier and business would be better if I did one thing really, really well, but that's boring to me.
You know, I was thinking that for myself as well because I was like, oh, when just even like when it comes to people talking about YouTube or memberships or anything like that, they kind of say like marketing 101 is to just do one thing, right? And I'm like, but I
Yeah.
love so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe after painting for 20 years, there will be a thing that I'm like, this is all I want to do and I'm happy doing it. But right now, no way.
Yeah, that's literally how I felt.
I'm
I want
This
to
is
try
my
it.
10th year painting anniversary, which
Oh,
I
happy
still feel
anniversary.
like I'm new.
That
But
is-
what
Did you think, like, is this what you imagined when you picked up the paintbrush? Did you think?
no way. No way. I was painting video game characters and fantasy art and like landscapes from like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I never thought I would make a full living at it, and I definitely didn't know I'd be doing like landscapes almost exclusively. So it's a totally different life than I thought.
Life is really funny that way.
Yep.
Picking up a brush changed your life completely.
Yeah, it's kind of magical. And the internet.
Mm,
Like I don't think I'd do it if I had to go the old fashioned route of like gallery hustling and stuff like that. I just
yeah,
but
I don't think that way would work for me either. Because I think,
now that I've been doing retreats, I'm like really loving that, but it took a long time to get to that point. So I don't know if I would have gotten there if I didn't have all this time to work on my own and do the internet thing for a while.
Mm. Yeah, I'm really excited about the retreat. I think,
There's something really magical about in-person instruction and like seeing someone progress in person and that immediate feedback.
yeah, no, I'm so excited for it. I think for me, like, especially when I starting YouTube and everything, the whole purpose of it for me was just to meet other artists, like build it and they will come. I just needed people who liked what I like to come and do the same thing. Um, and being able to take it kind of offline and do things in person and even things like this, like, being able to know you and paint together and go and meet up Leslie and Helen and
Yeah,
just
that's so cool.
this is the best part for me.
Yeah, it has opened a lot of doors and opportunities that I never imagined.
Mm. Do you want to talk about your brushes, which are coming up tomorrow?
The I haven't, I think I used them a little bit today, but so if anyone doesn't know, these are my travel brushes that are coming out tomorrow at 4 p.m. GMT. And I'll do a live stream, so I'll start at like 3:30, and while they launch, we'll do that. So these ones are the second edition, and we changed a little bit of the design. These are nickel free, so a lot of people have allergies, so that means these will be okay. And I think we changed one brush. I think there's a rigger, and I don't remember if there was last time. But yeah, there's 8 brushes, and it comes in a set along with a little travel pouch like this with my art on it, and a really cool art box. So I'm really excited. And there will be a special launch discount just during the live stream. So if you can make it to the live stream, that's ideal. Otherwise, they're limited edition again. So hopefully you'll get one if you've been wanting one. Um, I'll put a link in the chat. But that's my thing happening. Also, if anyone doesn't know, I do gouache subscription boxes, and there's only there's probably less than 100 now, and we're not doing them. We're not gonna redo them after. So if you want, now's a good time to start it, because that means you start the new year with a fun project. So if you want to learn gouache with me, that's one of the best ways, because you get all the paint mailed to you in the mail, and it comes with the tutorial, and it's all step by step, and all my favorite painting my favorite places in Scotland as usual, or also some around the world. So those are my projects going on. What about you? Do you have any fun projects or things you want to announce?
I don't, other than
Self promote. Self promote.
honestly, I feel like I'm the worst person at marketing. It's
That's
actually,
why I want to. That's why I want to make you.
well, I have nothing. Well, I have my
What
my
am I doing in this painting? Okay, sorry.
no,
Self
I know
promote.
the feeling. I was literally just like painting on my thing. Hold on, I want to try and change my camera midstream. Wild, I know.
Yeah, I know you're just stalling.
Yeah. So, I mean, the main thing that I'm doing at the moment is my, don't judge my messy desk, my art
You
member.
have memberships.
Yeah. And I have a few tiers, but at the moment I have the studio tier where I do like uh, Zoom sessions, live streams, art challenges. And like I said, this month we're focusing on gouache. And that was inspired by members wanting to try gouache, but obviously being, some people find it quite intimidating, don't really know how or where to start. So we decided that we would do it together. And that's been really lovely. And then I also have a Happy Mail tier where I send out watercolor samples every other month, as well as all the digital rewards that I just mentioned. So those are the main.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then obviously I have the art retreats, but they sold out, which is wild.
That is awesome.
I was
Good
so
job.
happy. so happy, so grateful for everyone who signed up. And I'm hoping, obviously, to do more. But at least those two that I've put out um, are there.
We should do one together someday.
I would love that.
That would be fun.
It would
Oh
be.
my gosh.
Where would we go?
I don't know. I don't know. But it could be UK or it could be international, who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we have to think about it if we actually want to make it happen. Cuz I always say, "Oh, we should do this, we should do that," but then we have to actually plan it.
I'm the same. But you're actually good at planning it because you were like, "Oh, we should do a live stream," and here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really fun. Because I think our skills and our maybe thought processes and stuff kind of complement each other, or the person who signs up would get like so much out of it um between all the different mediums we do.
Yeah.
And like I'm not really a floral person, but your florals are amazing. And you could have like a section just for that even. Plus boats and landscapes and whatever else.
It would be so much fun. I'm seeing people, Marlene's like, yes, please, in
Do
hat.
it in the US.
Sonia's
Actually, that most I think most of my audience is in the US. I don't know about you, but it
yeah,
definitely would make sense.
mine are in the US as well. But the US is so big
I
that
know. Where would we go?
it's so massive. It feels like the equivalent of saying, let's do it in Europe, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
really. Where would we go? I
no,
don't even know where I would start to plan. Like Seattle area. Excuse me. A lot of people are in Seattle. We did a
Seattle,
big meetup there.
Seattle would be fun. I like it.
My I have family in upstate New York, kind of like East Coast. I have family in Washington, West Coast. I have lots of friends in Colorado still. So it's kind of and that's in the middle. So it's I could kind of go anywhere and still like see people I know.
I just know people in Texas.
I really don't want to go to Texas.
Fair enough. I've been there already.
I'd prefer not to go anywhere too hot, I should say. Please, because now I'm fully acclimated to Scotland and if it's like
Oh.
above 15 C, I am just so melting.
That rules out like Europe in the summer.
Yeah, but I'll suck it up if we want to if we find a cool spot, I'll do what I got to do.
Random question. Oh, there we go. Oh, so it's just me. Because I was like, I feel like the thing looks blurry and I changed my camera, but it's still blurry. So it's just one of those things.
Hmm. Well,
I'll
I
do
don't know if it's Zoom or if it's don't know.
it.
So we have been streaming for an hour and a half.
No way.
Yeah.
It's always the
Oops. So were those all the projects did you have anything else you wanted to mention?
um I think those are my main things. I put out a post to say that I hope I can try and get to 100 members before the end of the year. So if anyone's curious to join and they would like to, December would be a great month to do so because we're doing loads of extra lives and extra videos for this Gouache project as well. Yeah, I don't really know what happened. All of a sudden my membership like almost doubled. And
Awesome.
yeah, yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good. But I was just like, the only thing I did was mention it more. So I was like, is that what this marketing thing? Like, I'm supposed to
You're
mention?
like, did I just need to like say something this whole time?
Oh,
I think so. I think that does make a big difference. I find like over the course of the year, if I make regular videos and I mention it every once in a while, then it kind of stays steady or grows. And if I like lately, I haven't posted a proper video. So therefore I have not mentioned it much on YouTube and the membership kind of like steadied out. So it's definitely in response to at least a little bit with that. It might also be the holidays. But if yours is growing, that's a really great sign.
Yeah, it was yeah, I'm very happy and grateful because everyone, because my thing is that um I wanted to be like really nice and cool people. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not just about the numbers, it's about like the community.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Like,
just
yeah,
like,
exactly.
fit in so nicely. So it's been really awesome. Let me do it this way.
I kind of want to leave this one as it is too, even though I want to do more. I like seeing the weirdness as at this stage.
It looks so it almost has like a graphic.
It's almost all underpainting still, but I just kind of like that weird gradient. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it. We'll see.
But yeah, if you like it, then leave
I
it.
won't rush my decision. Let's see. I'll take a look at this one again.
Sometimes I do like multiple paintings in one go for that reason.
Yeah,
And
I like a sketchbook spread like this is fun for that too, where you can have a few different options to um, look back on.
yeah. And I mean sometimes I will literally do the same kind of painting at the same time. I'll
Mm,
screen. So I'll do the same painting at the same time. So two paintings at the same time of the same reference,
okay.
blah, 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 so that I have one that I can stop when I feel like, oh, I like it and I'm afraid of ruining it. I have that one. And then I have the other one that I can just keep it going and just keep pushing it and be more experimental and more free. And
Yeah, that's great.
every so often, if I keep getting stuck in that, oh, I like it, but oh, do I need to do more? But oh, I don't know. I'll just do two at the same time.
Yeah.
Also, because I'm quite impatient.
Yeah, I like doing that when I'm waiting for something to dry. Postcards are fun for that reason because you can just kind of have a bunch on your desk and switch between them as they dry.
It's funny as you say that. Maybe I'll do this on a postcard because I was trying to do it on a piece of paper, but it's too big. So you said that at the perfect time. And everyone's being so sweet in the comments because a lot of my members are here, which is lovely. Question, what theme did I choose for the next Happy Mail? That's a great question. So the Happy Mail that is being sent out to December members, so people who are, the Happy Mail I'm sending out now is the wish list Happy Mail. Sorry for the crackling. Let me put this away. Is the wish list Happy Mail, which basically means that I asked all members what their favorite colors are, what colors they would recommend, but also
I
colors
love that
they
idea.
have on their wish list, like colors that maybe you want to try, but I don't know, it's either that, you know, maybe they're expensive or they're hard to get or you're not sure, but basically what's on your wish list. And um, that's what's on this Happy Mail that they're getting now. And the next one that I'm going to do is it's a shadows Happy Mail. Well, I haven't really shared it, but yeah, it's a shadows. And so I'm thinking um, not only colors that you mix to make nice shadows, but just like nice, dark, deep colors, night painting colors, um,
Mm.
moody colors, basically. So that will be, and the one before was obviously autumn, which was a lot of fun to do as well. So yeah, I love these because they get me to think about my different colors and my different palettes and share the joy of that. And yeah, it's funny because now all of a sudden, so I've been doing my membership for 3 years now, and the Happy Mail tier for 2 years. But now I'm seeing all these. It's kind of like they're going viral, like snail mail and Happy Mails and stuff. And I was like, I've been doing this for years. What do you mean? You've been doing it as
Yeah.
well. I was part of your like mail club. I was getting your prints, and I have quite a few of
Yeah.
them.
I've changed mine a lot over the years.
Yeah.
I when I lived in Denver, I used to send out like A4 sizes. It was easier when I lived in the States.
Yeah, here it's the shipping is so much.
It's crazy.
Uh, I did I used to do the ones where like I print out the shipping label, but then with with like the tariffs and everything, it's made it quite confusing. I don't know what's going on or how it
I
works.
know.
So I've gone to
Well,
specifically to try and make my life easier. And
yeah.
when I posted a picture of like the stamps, people were like, "Wait, what? Your shipping is £3.40 for a letter?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah. That's actually it went up, didn't it? No, 340 is the new one.
yeah, £3.40 is the
Yeah.
three before."
Which, by the way, right now is kind of a dangerous time to ship letters because
Mm.
of holiday thieves, which already happened to me.
Oh no,
Someone sent me someone sent me a housewarming card with a little B&Q gift card inside and it was stolen.
that's so annoying. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it sucks. I just feel so bad for them because they were trying to surprise me.
Yeah,
And
and
I
they're like,
sent them a photo of the card because it had like a tear in it. And I was like, oh, did your dog take a bite to send his best wishes as a joke? And they're like, oh, no, actually, it's. Wait, is there a gift card inside? I was like, no.
"Oh,
Oh, no. It was awful. And then I reported it, but I asked around, and apparently it's a very common this time of year. So I'm waiting until like later in January till I send out my next postcards.
but who is it? Like from the post box or the postman? Like who took
It could be anyone. It could be someone who works there, or it could be someone. I can't imagine who would have gotten a hold of it,
before
like
or
like
after?
besides the post office, because the postie handed it directly to Wolfie. So
Yeah,
I don't know. It's very suspicious. It
yeah,
sucks.
that's
Just be careful out there.
someone stole like my Amazon package. But
Oh no.
what made it worse and more ridiculous is that so it said like, oh, it's been delivered. So I was looking around for it. I couldn't find it. I thought, okay, maybe it'll get delivered later, right? Um, and then I went and they attached a picture. So I went where the picture was and it wasn't there. And then the next day I was going to work and I see the box there. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I missed it earlier or maybe someone took it by accident, whatever. And like half the items were gone. So they literally like went in, stole the package, stole half the items and brought the box back.
Oh my god. Wow.
I was so confused by it. Like, why would you why would you steal it? But if you're going to steal it, why would you then bring the box back and leave half the stuff? They're like, oh, I don't want this, so you can have like I don't know if it was I don't know. I found it bizarre. Like I can't tell if it's like respectful and kind, because then at least I could have part of my order, or like I don't really know what was going on there.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Mm,
Well, I'm gonna just do a couple mixing strips at the top of my. Well, I have some space.
well, I will do this quickly if I actually look at the right reference.
You have 15 minutes.
I know. We agreed on like an end time. Otherwise, the longest stream I've done was like 6 hours.
I can see why though, because time just gets away from you.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm aware of time right now is because I'm hungry.
Mm, to be fair, I just said that reminded me. I haven't eaten. Because that
Wait, do I want to take notes? Yes.
um, Sedona would be gorgeous, someone says.
Yeah.
Bloom's art challenge or art goal for 2026 is to use every single art supply at least once. That is a good goal.
Mm-hmm.
Really good goal. I tried to set it for myself once and I thought, of course, it's easy to do. I didn't do it. But I will. I just
I
want to,
don't know if I've ever tried that. That could be fun.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like a one touch, like everything, even if it's just a little bit, everything. Because then it also gets you to see all your supplies, almost like a um not quite a reset, but like a inventory if you're
Um,
you probably said, but what is the pen that you're using to sketch with, Sarah?
that's the Kawa. Kaweko Sport. Such a cute little baby pen.
It's a fountain
And it
pen.
has a really fine, yeah, really fine tip. I got another one when I was in Spain. And this one's the metal one, which is so fancy and beautiful. And this is the plastic one. And so I have yellowish ink in this one and purple ink in this one. They're just so cute and they fit in all of my bags and I love how they feel to write with.
It looks so adorable in yellow.
Yeah, I like it just makes me happy. I think you just need some art supplies that make you happy.
Yeah, that's fun.
Makes you excited to pick it up.
One of the potential projects that I'm working on is finally making my own sketchbooks, but we'll see.
You what?
One of the potential projects that I'm working on as well for next year is like finally making my own sketchbooks. But this has been something that I've
Oh,
wanted for years, so who knows? But
yeah.
throwing it out there just in case. Hopefully this year.
Throw it out into the universe.
And see. So step one, art retreat with Sarah. Step two.
Yes. I like your priorities. Well, how about we do the art retreat and the first day or two is making the sketchbooks and you could guide us.
That would be a lot of fun.
And then we go out and do some plein air.
We could do like urban sketching. That was the other thing that I did this year that was good for my art, and that was like actually getting out there to paint with more artists and do more events. And
Mm-hmm.
um, going to Poland was awesome, and
That looked amazing.
I had such an awesome time. And then um, it's funny because obviously I didn't have a ticket, but I went anyway, and that was good. And I did the same for like Switzerland, which was good, but I had no idea that Switzerland is expensive. Apparently, this is something everybody else knew.
Yeah. Oh,
I did not
yeah. That's the
know
main
what.
reason I haven't gone yet.
Oh my goodness. I have never. I thought London was expensive. So in my head, I just really thought there's nowhere more expensive. So I'll be fine anywhere I go. So I did no prep, no nothing.
Yeah.
I did
Well, London is
randomly.
expensive. But yeah, Switzerland, I guess, is on another level.
It's a completely different level, like literally completely different. I was like, what is this? I one day I went to McDonald's because I was like, I just need food I can afford. And it's the most expensive McDonald's I've ever had in my life.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I was telling my sister, like, you know what, I can't do it. I think it was like £20 or something for a meal. And I was telling my sister, as in the equivalent of £20, like, oh, I can't do it. I think I'm just gonna go back and sleep. And like, because if I'm really hungry and I sleep, then when I wake up, I'm not hungry anymore. And she was like, don't be ridiculous, just go and buy food. I was like, oh my goodness, nobody prepared me for this. And she was like, we knew. And then I asked my manager, like, we knew. And then I asked like,
Yeah.
like, we knew. And I was like, so everybody knew. And when I randomly said I'm going to Switzerland, nobody thought to tell me, like, hey, babe, it's not the place you kind of just pop over to. But it was
You mean like in terms of not
in
planning financially or
time financially at all. I literally just
yeah.
checked the flights, saw that the flights were affordable, and booked the flights. And then
Oh my.
I looked for hotels and I was like, what? And then when I got there, I went to like, look for food because I was hungry, hadn't eaten all day. And like I saw a bowl of pasta for like 50 francs. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a long trip.
Yeah. Wow. So ramen from
And
the supermarket? It's
you
probably what
know,
I would do.
yeah, you know what? Even the supermarkets were quite expensive. So I saw someone who basically told me he just goes to France, just nips over
Oh my
to
gosh.
France to do his grocery shopping and comes back. So he was like,
Wow.
give me the tram that I can catch to, cross the border and come
Just
back.
go to the nearest border. Wow.
Felt a little bit more involved. But anyway, yeah, it's been a lot of like spontaneous travel, but I'm glad for it. It's been fun and it's been great getting to meet.
Sonia Art says they have friends who go to Germany for food shopping from Switzerland. So yeah, I guess that's the way to do it.
He was genuinely like, yeah, just catch this tram, then that tram, cross the border, and then you can go grocery shopping. It's like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, so at least I know that now, basically. The one,
You'll be prepared next time.
yeah,
So I'm teaching 2 workshops in France next autumn, and I have this insane idea to drive there and like stop at different places along the way, and Switzerland was going to be one of them.
yeah, no,
Um,
it's beautiful. It's definitely worth doing. Just carry a packed
yeah,
lunch.
yeah. Plan before I get there. Um, but then again, I think I might just be utterly exhausted by the time I get to the workshop, so I don't know if I'll be able to.
I think it depends on how many days you leave in between, no? Like between arriving and
Yeah,
the workshop.
yeah. I think if I had a camper van, it would be an easy decision, but I don't. So
That's the
the
thing.
expenses of it, I'd have to factor that in too, but it would just be so cool
Yeah.
because I hate flying. I'd rather just drive to Provence.
Is it like it's not that many days though, right? It would be like
Well, we drove to Amsterdam in one day,
okay.
but that was Wolfie driving straight through, which was it's not really recommended.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I lie. We drove to Bruges and stayed the night. Then we drove, but that was still a really long day
Yeah.
from Scotland. So yeah, for
Oh,
me to get to Provence, it would probably safely be like 3 days at the least.
I'd actually forgotten that you're coming from Scotland because in my head I'm
North of Scotland, it's
yeah,
like way up there.
way
Yeah, that makes it a little trickier.
yeah.
But I just really don't want to fly. After my last experience, I mean, not. It
Yeah,
was
with
just
your bags and
yeah, it was just a headache, and you can't do anything about it with the weather. So
no. I don't know. I mean, it is an option if you do you think you'd want to get a camper van and then do it that way?
oh, I've always wanted a camper van, but then again, if I rented one, I
Fancy.
don't know what the logistics are of like doing that cross country.
No, you can do it cross country. There's I'll have a look. There's a company that I saw that has like um I think they're like England though. But they have like multiple places and it's something like you can start it off in the UK and then drop it off in Italy if you want and you
Oh,
get across even with all this budget stuff you can still thankfully travel that way.
yeah. I'll
Also
I'll definitely look into it, but um, I don't know. We'll see. Now that my finances will definitely be going elsewhere now that we have this house and the renovations and stuff. So we'll see. I'm quite pleased with how this palette held up over the month.
it's really good. Was it like almost a whole tube of gouache to
I think I did half of a tube for each of these.
okay, so 7.5 mils.
And I think it was mostly because I was like not fully settled on the colors, but then I should have just poured in the rest because I have been loving this combination. Um, I might as well because it actually stays fresher if you have more gouache in there.
Yeah,
So I think I should just do that.
I I was looking at so when I saw your video, I thought, oh, that might be nice to have as like a studio gouache palette, just because sometimes, as much as I love my, tiny little one,
Your little travel ones, yeah.
sometimes it's just annoying to have my try and get my brushes inside them.
Yeah, that's the main thing I went with this one because of my big brushes fit in here so easily. It just makes the whole process of painting more fluid.
Yeah.
So, highly recommend. And I wish that like Jackson's would start stocking these,
Did you get them from
or
Amazon?
it was just Amazon. It was the only place I could find it.
You need to have another look.
And I'm sure by now the name and the company is like changed because every time I recommend a palette that I got from Amazon years ago, it doesn't exist. It
Yeah, that
changed
reminds me
like
that
10 times.
doesn't exist. Yeah. Claudia is saying that she's driving to France as well to your retreat.
Oh, really?
We'll be
Wait.
exhausted together. I don't know if it's Claudia or Claudia. And
Uh, oh, well,
Anna's saying take the fast train. That is an option, Eurostar.
the fast train, yeah. Well, I was planning on flying into somewhere big in France and then taking a train down to the smaller area we will be in. Um, so, like 1 or 2 days, maybe. I've never been to Paris, so I thought that could be a chance. Last time I flew to Toulouse and then just stayed in that little region the whole time. So, I kind of want to do the Paris thing, especially because I don't know when the next time I'll be back in France is.
Um, but the two that you're doing, are you doing them back to back or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
To make it easier for travel, I thought might as well. Um, it's going to be tiring, but I'm excited. I'm going to prepare for that. But I just would rather not have to go and come back and go and come back and chain or yeah, just deal with traveling.
No, it makes sense. It's a good idea. But yeah, I guess if you took trains, that could work. Here's the thing: take the train down to London, then we meet up, and
Okay.
then
I like where this is going.
and we just interrail all the way to your art retreat. I will make the humble sacrifice of company all the way to France. No.
That
uh,
would be fun.
yeah, it would be. Someone's Leslie's asking what is everybody else working on, and Mary is asking you, Sarah, where do you store your brushes?
My brushes are stored in a little container thing here. This thing. You can kind of see how it's shaped. There's four compartments, and it's just on my desk at all times. And then I have another bigger one across the room for like ones I don't use that often or ones that just have been replaced and I just for some reason haven't gotten rid of them. And then I have all my acrylic and my oil brushes in the shed in a container. I have a lot of brushes because I'm a recovering brushaholic. But
My thing was always sketchbooks.
I like seeing them. I don't want to put them away. I like them on display.
Yeah, my aholic nature was always sketchbooks and paints.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a lot of sketchbooks and I love it. I've just been like cleaning my palette for the last half an hour because after I finished the painting, I'm like, oh, this is looking really crusty and it just started to bother me.
Spontaneously. I'm done. I'm done. Just adding.
I think we probably will wrap up soon though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I just noticed your painting. That's really cool with the complementary colors.
Thank you. It's
That's fun.
intentional, but yeah. Next time I'll plan. I'll have a solid plan on what I'm doing.
No, I like what happens when you don't plan.
I think deep down so do
Okay. So this is the lid and it has a little bit of like a silicone thing on the lid on the underside. So when you press it, you can kind of see the separators,
I. Oh yeah.
but I press on it and you can see them and then if I let go, they kind of lift. When it's completely on with the lid, you can see the separators aren't like fully engaged unless I press it down.
Okay, which is why it doesn't stay wet.
Yeah, so it's not like 100% airtight, and probably if it was really wet inside and you like tipped it, it might spill over. So I haven't tried that, but it's awesome for a desktop palette. And again, the bigger size means you can get big brushes in there, which is really nice.
And ultimately, I would just be using it for my desk. I guess. Yeah, because not for travel. It'd be too big for travel.
Yeah, those little ones are perfect for travel though, because they also have the water cup contained or as part of it. Like it's in the mixing tray.
Yeah.
It's a cool design for sure.
For the longest time, I didn't use the mixing tray because I didn't want it to get messy. So I was always carrying around another mix.
Oh,
I know, but like this year, I just gave up on that, and as a result, I just painted more. So sometimes just gotta get out of our own way. And just adding the white for the waterfall, and then I'm pretty much done.
okay. Does anyone have any final questions before we head out? I'm going to give you a link to Sketches again. Go follow Sketches and check out all the cool things she offers.
And be sure to come back tomorrow as well for Sarah's live stream.
Oh yeah, and I'm streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming at 3:30 p.m. GMT, which I know is early for a lot of folk in the US. But the brushes, these guys, are launching tomorrow at 4 p.m. So if you have been waiting, that's your opportunity to snatch them up.
Great time. Or to direct the link to a loved one who can get it for you for Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Tell someone to buy it for you as a gift. Then they don't have to guess.
Yeah, it's a good chat. The
I'll
gift.
put the link to tomorrow's stream in the chat, but you can find it if you go to like my page. I'm sure it shows up somewhere if you go to my YouTube page
Yeah, on your live
because
tab.
it's like the next thing that's scheduled. But I do know that the lives are a bit strange with how they show up, so I don't know.
Yeah, on the sub screen, they show up when you create it, not when it's going live, which is a bit annoying sometimes. And if they go on your page and they look on the live, they'll find it. And also, I assume you've put the link there, so they'll just be able to follow that one. And you can click notify me, and then it will
Oh,
give.
the live tab. Yeah, that's it. Yes, you can have it notify you. Um,
And
yeah, thank you all for hanging out with us. So, Sketches, will you take photos of your finished results and post it on like Instagram stories or something?
yeah, I'll definitely do
Okay,
that.
cool. Because I want to see the final result. Ooh, love all those colors.
Thanks. Yes, GMT, UK time. I always say UK time because I don't know
Yeah, it is currently
the.
GMT, I believe. It does change throughout the year, but
Yeah.
just London, look up London time, and that's the closest. 3:30 p.m. London time. London town time.
Oh, Anne Ford is like, thank you so much for doing this dual class. Sonia says they're so pretty. It's so cool to see how we both approached the
I
same.
know, such a different look, such a different result. Like this is my big one.
I don't know what.
Let's see if you still have your big one.
Yeah, I have. I feel like oddly enough, they're the same color scheme, or maybe it's not odd because I'm the same.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It looks like you used a similar kind of under color.
It wasn't my intention. I was like, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna be lighter this time. And then when I put
Yeah.
them together, I'm like, wait, it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
I went a little more colorful in my small one, but this one in comparison is super muted with like little pops of color here and there.
It's so lovely. I love the motion in the water, and it almost looks like I can see into the water. Do you know what I mean? Like you have that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for, but
Yeah,
um I don't know which one I like better. I like them both for different reasons.
yeah.
Same with yours.
I
I
don't
really
know.
like yeah,
I
I
don't
like
know.
the kind of growies you have in the bigger one and the color of the water in the foreground, and then on the other one I like the way you did the waterfall. I can like see the water surging down the rocks almost. Like it has that effect. Very cool.
I love both of yours, of course. Um,
Okay.
So
So,
it's so beautiful and so different.
thank you for joining me for the stream.
Thank you for having
Um,
me. And
I
thank
think I am going to be putting out one more video next weekend before we like move everything in my office, and then I won't have internet for like a month and a half. So, I don't know what's going to go on with that. I might have to go to a coffee shop to upload something maybe. But yeah, if you guys see me less over the next month and a half or two, that's why. But I definitely will be back as soon as I have good internet and we're done moving.
That's so awesome. Good luck with your move, and thank you again for having me. And thank you for thank you to everyone who came. It's so nice to see such familiar faces.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow in the last stream and then just around the interwebs.
Yeah, and be sure to if you did create along with us, and you wanted to share it, please tag us. I'd love to see
Yeah.
one of my
Yeah,
members.
tag us online somewhere. That would be fun.
Yeah. More
Cool. Well,
thank you.
I will talk to you guys soon. And Sketches, thanks again. And I'll talk to you right after this, probably. So don't go anywhere.
Wait.
Okay. Bye, stream. Bye, chat. See you all next time.